Greetings of the day, everyone. My name is Ankit, and I'm a senior trainer with Y-Axis Coaching. Today, I'm here to share a handy tip connected to speaking module inside of the CELPIP test. Okay, so particularly, we are going to talk about task number 7, in which we have to express opinions. Let me share the slide, and everything should be absolutely clear. So you can see that task 7 is a task in which we have to express our opinion on certain issue that is given in the question. And let's find out certain facts related to that. In task 7, we have a preparation time of 30 seconds only, and that is followed by answering time of 90 seconds. Okay, so this is one of those dreaded tasks in CELPIP, and it's only the second task where you only have 30 seconds to plan and a full 90 seconds to record or answer that question. Okay, first of all, the question that you read will be related to a common issue in society. And when we talk about society in CELPIP, we always talk about the Canadian society. So everything which is important to people, to the government, to the major stakeholders in Canada, that issue will surface in this question. Yeah. The question will always start with one of these two phrases. Do you think something should be done? Or is it a good idea to discontinue doing X? And to that question, you have to clearly talk about what your standpoint is, what your opinion is. Not only that, you also have to understand a few things about the question. Is the question connected with policies or laws pertaining to healthcare, crime, business, education, culture, immigration? Because these are things which people in Canada care about. And the question in task 7 will also connect to one of these issues. Okay. Not only that you have to give your opinion, but you also have to justify your opinion, make it a little more convincing by giving solid support. That's the whole point of task 7, expressing opinion, right? Now let's support this theory with a real question from a real exam. If you could see this question, you have just one question, and that starts with, do you think? Do you think that governments should limit how much money company bosses make? Explain your reasons. You can see you have a prep time of 30 seconds. You can also see you have a recording time of 90 seconds, right? So obviously, only giving an opinion is not going to cut it. You also have to think about at least 2 to 3 convincing reasons and explain those reasons in detail. You can also quote experiences or examples to support your opinion. That is allowed in CELPIP. They don't expect you to be an expert on this topic. They expect you to draw from your experiences and just give a logical argument with solid support. That's the whole point of expressing opinions in task 7, right? So let's understand the key strategy. First of all, we are supposed to understand the question and the topic of the question thoroughly. Is the topic connected to education? Is it connected to business? Is it connected to immigrants? Is it connected to university admissions? Is it connected to the environment? Is it connected to public places? What exactly is the topic of the question? Because once you get that, you'll easily be able to expand on your answer and try to think of that same topic from your country. Your points are not supposed to relate to Canadian laws. That's fine if you don't do that. But your points are supposed to be logical and connected to the question that you are asked. That's the most important point. Quickly decide if you will answer a yes or a no. Don't overthink. You only have 30 seconds. So if your gut feeling says, I think I would agree that the government should regulate the maximum capital businesses can make. Or I don't think so. People should be allowed to earn how much ever they can within the scope of the law and the regulations. Yeah? Once you've done that, you have to state your opinion clearly, and we'll share some of the expressions that you can do that to start your answer on the next slide. So just bear with me until then. Justify your opinion with at least 2 to 3 good reasons, solid reasons. You can't repeat one reason 5 times. You have to expand that reason. Give a solid argument. Develop a logical argument. Then only people get convinced by what you want to say. Okay. And obviously, for each reason, you're supposed to give details. Your answer cannot sound like a bullet 1, bullet 2, bullet 3. It has to sound more like one paragraph for one reason, then the other paragraph for the reason. Each paragraph will have details and examples, something like that, right? And obviously, you also have to use your transition words and functional expressions to connect one reason explanation with another reason explanation, because every reason should connect finally to your opinion. Yeah. So these are some general tips and a sound strategy. If you check all these boxes, you're good to go. Believe me. Of course, it requires practice. Of course, it requires a lot of repetitions on a variety of questions from a variety of topics, but practice is obviously the key for everything that you do, especially something like speaking or writing, right? Okay, so let's zero in on bullet number 3, how to use expressions or functional phrases to state your opinion clearly. Okay, so here we are. These expressions will help you to start your answer and give your opinion in the most clear manner possible. First, you can use this phrase. In my opinion, governments should not put a maximum cap on how much corporations and enterprises should earn. This will create an authoritarian regime and it may kill innovation and research. So this is one way of starting your answer. In my opinion, what should be done? I definitely feel that the government should have the final say as long as it has a good support for going with that decision. So I wouldn't completely reject the proposition of putting a maximum cap, but then it should be logically sound. I am in favor of giving liberty to businesses to earn how much ever they can, because that is finally going to create employment for people who need work. I'd say that government should walk a balanced rope of not creating an authoritarian regime, but balancing it with stringent laws and regulations so people cannot misuse resources, time, money, and other people's time. As far as I'm concerned, we must clearly go with A, not B. So these are different expressions we can use to start the answer, and then obviously that starting will be expanded depending on what your reasons are and examples for those reasons are. I hope this video was helpful to all the CELPIP aspirants preparing for the speaking module, right? For more such tips and suggestions from expert tutors at Y-Axis Coaching, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our Facebook page. You can also go to the Instagram handle and support it. So you'll find that in the description. I hope the video was helpful. I'll see you later. Bye. Take care.